So it's so when I use the term SWAT physician, but probably some people say tactical physician, some people say medical director. Um, basically, what my job is to be to come up with a plan for what level the operators should be trained and what their scope of practice is as non-medical professionals, and also do the same for the SWAT medics, whether they're EMT basics or intermediates, advanced, or paramedics. So to come up with basically the framework for what they can do within the scope of medical practice, and how they're going to be proficient in that through training, how often that training is going to occur, what the standards are, how they're going to be appropriately graded. A lot of that can be done for you because obviously there's Alert, there's NTOA, there's all the other TECC, there's all these other organizations out there that you can use as resources. But at the end of the day, as medical director, it's my signature that goes on that. So if an officer does something, or if one of my medics does something, and this gets called into a medical legal question later on, that's what ultimately is going to be referred to.
Is this something that's in every state or every agency that has SWAT? Because honestly, I've known SWAT medics, I guess is what we called them, but
Yeah,
what you're describing seems a little bit more than what
very
I've been
different.
exposed to.
Well, anybody who's operating as a medic, there's no such thing as a medic who's operating without some type of medical supervision. There's somewhere, if you go down the rabbit hole, there's a physician whose license they are practicing under.
Got it.
Depending from municipality to municipality, that might be a little bit different. Some places they're drawn directly from local EMS. Some places, the team that I primarily work with is a composite team. So we have police officers from 4 different organizations, and we have medics from 3 different organizations, all working together. So in that case, they're all technically working on a day-to-day basis under somebody else's medical license. So I kind of provide them an umbrella for, okay, when you're not in the box, and you're not wearing your navy blue
Yeah, yeah.
uh, cargo pants, and you're wearing camouflage, and you're wearing body armor, this is how you're going to practice a little bit differently. So I'm not paid by any organization or by the government. So this is all, at least in my case, is done with a memorandum of understanding through myself and all the different, and literally all the organizations that are involved.
I'm trying not to bombard you with questions. I'm trying to be very strategic in it. Do you train these SWAT medics, or are you more designing the program, or both? I guess.
So the medics come to me pretty much. I mean, they're pre-trained as far as
Okay.
they went to through the EMT course. They go to paramedic school, so they're trained in that sense. So really, what I'm doing is I'm providing them with left and right limits of how to apply that practice in the tactical environment. These are things. Here's something you would normally. I don't want a finger stick glucose on everybody, obviously, right?
Yeah, yeah,
I don't care if you carry a C collar.
yeah.
Things of that nature. This is how to work out of a bag instead of working out of a truck. These are the tactical considerations, and it's not. It's kind of like it's kind of like somebody who I've seen guys that are a brown or black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and then the first time they try to apply that in a self-defense situation, they're a little bit lost. It's not because they don't have the necessary skills, it's because it's a little bit of a different environment. And it's the same with the medics. I tell them in training, I'm like, you have all the necessary skills. I'm just going to teach you how to do those, translated differently. It's kind of like all line dances are the same, just the song's different, right?
Okay, fair enough. No, no, fair enough.